Alright, we're back again with chapter 2. Ah, of Nixion Falls. I don't, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about, like, the majority of this. As I said, because there's a lot more stuff. I wrote a lot. It doesn't even, I didn't even finish it. Like, that's the end. And there's, like, at least 3 or 4 chapters. Also, I don't know who half of these characters are on this page. I know some of them are probably based off of some of my friends. Like, I think this one and that one are based off my friends. I don't know who they are though. Everyone here though I can recognize. It's, Henry, Crystal, Nexus. I don't know who that is. Sugar, everyone. So we're just gonna go forward. So we return to chapter 2, where Hazel and her mom are sitting in the office, and this is the principal. I don't know his name. I don't think it's even mentioned. Mr. Dominic, that's his name. And he's talking. He's like, "Your daughter has caused a lot of stuff with this kid named Henry, and not to mention the fact that Hazel's tears electrocuted him." And her mom's just like, "What? Hold up, what did you just say?" And of course her mom denies it because she thinks, oh, it's not possible. And then Dominic is just like, yeah, a bunch of people saw it. Anyways, they move on from that. And then Mr. Dominic mentions, oh yeah, so yeah, the kid choked out your daughter. And she is rightfully pissed off. Yeah, you can. And then she's just like, how did this happen? And Dominic's just really surprised. He's like, you need to like chill out. But then she's just like, no, fuck you. He hurt my child. And then a few minutes later, it's like Octavius is obviously pissed off. And then that's when Hazel's just like, Mom, stop, you're embarrassing me. And then her mom's like, we should just like transfer you to another school. And Hazel's like, no, but I want to stay here. Which makes no sense. Because, like, Hazel had been feeling insecure. She's been getting bullied by one person so far. And, she was just like, I don't feel safe here. But now she's like, oh, yeah, I want to stay here. And she's like, yeah, that's my girl. Like, what? You can't have a bonding moment after your daughter just got choked out. What is this writing? So it's the same day. Literally, they had the fight. She went to the office. It's 5th period, and she went back to school. Which, I don't know why this couldn't be a new day, but whatever. So, Hazel and Rain are talking, and, like, Hazel's like, yeah, I'm staying here, and, people are whispering and stuff, like, oh my god, and Rain's like, stupid gossipers, you got something to say? And then Crystal and her friends are like, yeah, I have something to say. And Crystal was all like, yeah, I think that was pretty cool. I don't know what this interaction is. Crystal, like, does a weird thing where she, like, hypnotizes Hazel. I don't know, this makes no sense. Yeah, so, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna cover it, because it seems really, like, dark. But, like, should I show this? I have no idea what this is. What is this abomination? I'm concerned. So Hazel's zoned out, and then she sees this thing. I don't know what this is. And she's obviously freaked the frick out as when it, like, she doesn't know what that is. I don't know what it is either. So we're just gonna skip past that. I'll talk about it later. So this is after school. Hazel's going to the baking club, and Sugar is there, and she's really happy. There's some characters here, the 2 friends that I based these characters off of, and there's Ema. I don't know, there's one character. And I don't know, this part's not really, like, too important. I don't know, it's just Hazel interacting with people in the club and with Sugar. Eventually they get home, and Octavius is like, what is this? There's like paper glued on top of this, because it seems as though I made a mistake. I kind of want to see what it says, but Oh well. So Hazel's mom, gives her some like ointment or something to like get rid of the bruises on her neck from the kid choking her. And they just, Hazel talks about the fight and how Henry started it and whatever. And then she talks about how terrifying Henry was and how he just went crazy. Hazel was like, all I did was stand up for myself, and he just snapped. And then her mom says this. Yeah. That's not what that is. That's so stupid. I actually hate this. Why did she say that? This is the part that really gets me. Is because her mom was upset that her daughter got bullied and, assaulted by Henry. And she was pissed off, rightfully so, like, oh my god, my child got hurt. He should be arrested. He should be expelled. And Hazel's like, yeah, he should be punished, right? He should be rightfully punished. But then she's like, oh my god, maybe he liked you. Like, no. And then they start talking about boys. Because why not? Why not? Specifically talking about Britt and how, she was like, oh yeah, I caught him staring at my eyes. Because they're purple and magical or whatever. Makes no sense. They're not irrelevant anymore, alright? They're just a design detail of Hazel's, alright? So Hazel's getting ready for bed, and she's getting some sleep, and then she has this really weird dream, and then this stupid creature shows up again, which I don't understand the point of this thing. I can barely read this, but I know this is like a design choice. Like, yeah, okay, anyways. So, I don't really understand this dialogue. So, she has this nightmare. This thing approaches her in her dream, and she's like, Henry, is that you? And this thing is like, I'm not Henry. You're an idiot. And he's just like, I'm your nightmare, and I want something from you. And he's like, I want your magic because I need help. I want you to help me because I need to be saved. I just want to be normal. And of course, this causes Hazel to wake up from her nightmare in the middle of the night. And she's like, what is this? Like, what is... she's like, why did it sound like Henry? I guess it sounded like Henry. Your power can heal... Help me. I don't understand. But anyways. And she's like wondering, like, why? I don't even know how to control my powers. I don't understand this at all. I still don't after all these years. Because I honestly imagine this thing being like a personification of her freaking trauma of being bullied and choked out, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So Hazel goes throughout the school day, and one of her teachers is like, are you okay? I heard what happened. And, she's like, yeah, no, you're not okay, but we're not going to do anything about it. Hazel then randomly draws this stupid picture in class that looks awful. Anyways, she's drawing, bell rings, she's running because she's like, oh my god, I'm late, I'm running, and she trips again. It falls on her face like an idiot. And then the picture falls, and you know who else picks it up? It's freaking Henry. I don't understand this dialogue. It's like, oh look, she's drawing some hot goth dude. And then Henry is like making fun of her for it, What's wrong with having a goth boyfriend, Henry? Absolutely nothing, of course. So everyone makes fun of her, and then he teases her, and he's just like, what, are you stealing the spotlight? And then she slaps him. There's a lot of assault in this story, holy crap. Anyways, yeah, he gets slapped. After pulling a Will Smith on Henry, she is like, give me back my drawing, please. I'm not scared of you. You're nothing. And so he gives it back to her, and she walks away like a boss. It is lunchtime. Ellen and Hazel are talking about that interaction. He's like, you slapped him? And Hazel's like, yeah, because he's clearly embarrassing me. Like, he's a jerk. He kind of deserves it. And Helen's like, yeah, you're right. And then Crystal shows up. Oh boy, let's get this going. So Crystal is like, sorry to bother you, but I wanted to ask, would you like to sit at our table? Mean Girl style, And the two sisters look at each other, and she's just like, please, 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 please. And Hazel, she's like, all right, fine, jeez, I'll sit with you. And of course, Crystal's happy about it. And And Hazel's just like, oh, gross. And Helen, she's very sus of Crystal. She's like, you should avoid her. And she's like, something just doesn't seem right, you know. And this happens again. Interesting. And Hazel knows something is up because this weird thing is happening. Like, she's like hypnotizing her or something. I don't freaking know. Hazel's in class. She falls asleep in class. She has this stupid freaking dream again. I don't know what this is. And the creature is like... So, once again, this is very cryptid. I don't understand this whatsoever. No matter... So Hazel... this thing approaches her again, and she's like, "We have unfinished business." And she's just like, "What do you want from me? Like, how do you know my name, Henry?" She calls it Henry. I don't know. And she's just like, "I don't understand. Why am I even here? And I can't help you. I don't know how, and I don't know if I can. What do you want from me?" And this thing just is like, "I want love." Even I'm confused. I don't understand either. I was reading this. I was like quietly reading this, and I'm just like, "What the hell is going on?" I'm kind of concerned. So the creature is like, your powers are something I can't control, but you can, which makes no sense. You just have to find out who you really are, both in power and spirit. When you wake up, he will show you the real you and who he truly is on the inside. The signs will tell you. Good luck. And then he just freaking vanishes, like, and he's like, "See you soon." What is there? Anyway. "See you soon," he says. I'm still not over that. 69, that's so funny. 13-year-old me had some jokes. Anyways, so the thing just straight up vanishes after giving her this cryptid message. And then she is rudely awakened up by her teacher by throwing a rubber band in her face. So, fun fact, I did this because I had a teacher in 7th grade science who actually, like, hit people with rubber bands. That was, yeah. And she also talked a lot about Donald Trump, but we're not going to talk about it. So Hazel's in art club, and I don't freaking know who this person is, and I don't care. Her and this girl named Winter, that's her name. I know it's Winter, she's not important. So Winter is mute. I know that for a fact. Winter is mute, she doesn't talk a lot, so, yeah, her and Hazel just share a moment. It's kind of cute, you know, and Hazel finds out that Blaze, one of Crystal's friends, is her sister. And Hazel's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you're her sister." I'm like, "I'm so sorry, you're related to that I was gonna say to that bimbo." Oh my god, that's so offensive. And, you know, when she's never seen again, and I've never drawn her ever again. She is not mentioned whatsoever. But I just thought this interaction was cute. I don't know. And then she draws a picture of Hazel. That's cute. We're back home. I'm assuming it's a weekend day, because the two sisters are playing Terraria. I know it's Terraria because I played Terraria in middle school, and I was obsessed with it. Anyways, they're playing Terraria, and there's a knock at the door. Octavius is like, "Can someone get the door?" And Hazel opens the door, and guess who it is? Pretty Boy. Why does he call her Pretty Boy? Oh my god, wait, that's kind of... Anyways, Hazel slams the door in his face, as she should, and she's like, "We gotta move." And Hazel's mom's like, "Why?" I set up a dinner date with the family of Henry. I don't know why I said dinner date, but anyways. And Hazel's like, "He hates me. Why did you invite him over?" And her mom is like, he's like, "Can you stop complaining and just set the table up, please? Stop being ungrateful." So it's dinner time, and Octavius is trying really hard. He's like, "I'm so glad we can discuss the situation here." And this is here, and she's like, "Oh my god, yeah, I feel the same way." So fake. Shut the fuck up. Even I'm like, fake. Fake. Hazel and Henry are just like not having it, you know, yeah. And then they make some subtle, casual conversation about, you know, her drawing or whatever. And Henry's just like, "You're stupid." She's really mean to me. She slapped me in the face the other day. And she's like, "The only reason why I'm hostile is because of you." And her mom tells her to stop, which I'm confused about. And then what she does is like, "Okay, I'm gonna trust you both not to kill each other. Hazel, go outside with Henry and discuss your problems." And I'm just like, why? I don't like Octavia's. I don't think I'm supposed to like her. I think 13-year-old me had some issues. And I just made her the most unlikable person. So, yeah, Hazel and Henry are outside. Hazel's in a tree. Henry's on the ground. And Henry's being snarky. He's like, you know, your mom said to discuss your problems. I was hoping for a sentimental apology. And she's just like, shut up. Like, who asked? Who asked? And Henry is all like, you could at least be nice. I don't know. And Hazel's just like, no. Like, at least I don't bully people. And Henry is just standing there while she's like ranting at him, like, and for your information, I am nice. Only the people who actually deserve kindness. That's not what that said, but anyways. And Hazel's just like, I don't understand why you're like this, and I'm choosing to stay away from people like you, because you're a jerk, and in my opinion, you should, like, try being nice. And Henry's like, I wouldn't act this way if you weren't such a brat. See, this is why. And then the voice comes back, and he's like, he will show you the real you and who he truly is on the inside. And it's like, he won't show it, but it's not his time. And then it's just like, it is too hard to explain. Just be patient. And I'm like, what is this why? What does this mean? And then Hazel, like, snaps out of it, and oh my god, she's falling out of a tree. She falls out of the tree! She falls for, like, at least 4 panels. And guess what? Henry catches her. Oh my god. He freaking catches her somehow. I don't know how that works. And then the voice is, she's like, are you the one he told me about? And then her mom comes out, and she's like, I heard a scream, what happened? And he drops her. She's like, she fell. Oh my god, I got to the part where none of this is, like, sharpied, or inked, is what I called it. This is gonna be really hard to see, so I apologize. So, you know, Hazel's like, he's no Prince Charming, that's for sure. And, you know, Hazel and Henry have, like, a moment. And, and her mom's like, anyways, Henry, you're leaving. And so Henry goes to leave, and Hazel's like, I'm sorry. Why does she apologize? Why does she apologize? For everything. I'm so confused. And her excuse is like, this week has been so new and exciting, and I've never meant to be an enemy. I was just defending my rights. This shit's so dumb. Anyways, Henry's just like, yeah, accept your apology, whatever. And then he pats her on the head and calls a truce. And as he leaves, they share one little last glance. And he waves at her like a little... Anyway. And she waves back, of course. And Helen makes fun of her by singing, can you feel the love tonight? And it's very confusing because she's like very mature Hazel, which you're talking to yourself. And then Helen is like, I saw you, you guys are so cute. And then she flicks her nose. And then cue siblings fighting, you know. She calls her a donkey. And as a pony, that she has the right to be very pissed off. And the mothers are like, stop it. Anyways, do you think I'm a bad mother? No, you're not a good mother, Octavius. No, you're not. They also have this dialogue that doesn't really make any sense. I wish I could make sense of it. I'll read it, hang on. Octavius asks Minth, do you think I'm a bad mother? And then Minth is just like, no, it's the girls that are messing it up. And you cue the two siblings fighting each other in the background. And then Octavius is like, no, I meant, like, if I'm doing the right thing. Now this is the part that is never brought up ever again. It makes no sense. It's stupid, but anyways, just go along. Zilla figured me out completely, and I'm worried that she's going to use my powers against Hazel. I knew I would see this coming. Minth is like, Octavius, none of this is your fault. Zilla is a bad person. She's not going to stop. Besides, we can't protect Hazel any longer since her powers are increasing its maximum, which makes no sense. Just think, what would she do in this situation? What would she do in this situation? I didn't realize I was italicized, because, you know. And it's just this random woman. I know who it is. She has no relevance. Well, she does, sort of, but, like, no, I don't know who that is. And this is chapter 3. This is the end of the video. Yeah. Anyways, my name is not there. Oh my god, that's a miracle. I don't have to censor my name. It's crazy. Oh, and I didn't mention, like, some reason on the back of these, like, since, like, most of the chapters are, like, inked, they bleed through, so from here, you're just gonna see random drawings on the back of these pages because they weren't inked, and I never got the motivation to ink them after I did so. So this one is of Nexus with all the girls, you know, going crazy, and it's so funny because even Henry's blushing. Like, he said pathetic, but boy, I know you're attracted to Nexus, and so is Hazel. And the irony of this is that he's gay. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm gonna do chapter 3 soon, or eventually. So, goodbye. And I hope you enjoy this shit show. Thank you.
Oh!